to connect with our hoop. It's going to be about connection and, being grounded. So we're going to start out with some stretches. You can just hold your hoop in your hand, feel the connection. All right, we're going to get your hips warmed up. Just stretching with your hoop like this can teach you some type of transitions. So you see my hand in this position, then you just shift your wrist forward, keep the same grip. You're going to be changing planes. So we're behind, front plane, behind. So it's good to, like I said, find your connection with your hoop so you can transition better once you learn some more tricks. Another easy transition plane you can do is you loosen up your grip, push the hoop forward towards you, give it a little momentum, boom. So I'm pushing down with my thumb to get the hoop to move towards me, and as you loosen that grip, if the hoop can fit between your arms, that's another transition. So like I said, just about connecting with your hoop, understanding the hoop body connection. Okay, so next, now that we're all stretched and warmed up, hey Kelly, we're going to do a little waist hooping. You're going to want to give yourself a good push, even push, to get the momentum going. You can see it's like a pulsating movement. I tend to pick up a little bit with my dominant hip. It keeps the hoop from going down. The more momentum, the better. The more control that you'll have. When the hoop touches your body, you be giving it a forward push. And when it touches your back, and that's where you find your pulsating rhythm. If you turn with your hoop, it helps. Sometimes people like to stagger their feet together. It's all on preference. Okay, so hi everybody. We're gonna do some shoulder hooping. So this is one of the hardest on-body tricks because your shoulders are squared and the hoop is a circle. So imagine trying to get a hula hoop to go around the square versus like a round pole. It's going to be a lot harder to go around the square. It's going to take a lot of practice. So let's see. Everyone finds their own shimmy, their own rhythm. This hoop's a little small for shoulder hooping, so let me grab a bigger one. Okay, so this is my bigger hula hoop. Bigger is always better for learning on-body stuff. So we're pushing with our dominant shoulder, our right shoulder. As it passes here, we're going to shimmy that arm out and forward, out and forward, out forward, out forward, out forward. Then your non-dominant is just going to shimmy in the opposite direction of your dominant shoulder. So you're really shimmying the shoulder whenever the hula hoop is touching it. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Like I said, the more momentum, the better. So you can see it from all angles. And then if it starts to fall, you kind of want to dive down and rescue it. I know it is very hard, but it's very gratifying when you get it, and it takes a lot of work, so that's the good news. That's why hula hooping is really self-motivating, because you're just trying to nail that new trick. So sometimes you get caught up in just that, and instead of dreading the minutes on a treadmill, you're actually enjoying doing this. So that is the beauty of hooping, is that it's a long process to learn. There's always something new to learn, which is really cool. And we're still evolving, so we're still learning tricks as we go. We kind of learn by mistakes a lot of times, so sometimes there's happy mistakes. To work it from your waist, you're going to stick your dominant arm in the hoop whenever you have an opening, whenever the hoop is open, 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 open. So whenever you have an opening, you're going to stick that right hand down and then shimmy it up. So we're on the waist. You can just practice finding your pocket first. Okay? And they're gonna, and then if you want to get your left arm in, you're gonna have to find your hole on that side as well. Okay? Back to our waist. All right, in, up, up, up. Keep the left arm out the way. When you find your hole, boom. So that is a way to shimmy up the hoop without just using your body. You can do it with just your body, but it does take a lot of momentum. Okay, watch. Everyone has their own rhythm. There's multiple ways to do this correctly. So if something feels good and you're being successful with it, stick with it for now. It's not going to be perfect whenever you first get it. And just give yourself some time and some grace. Okay? So without the arm, hands are going to be up, out of the way. And then we're going to go in and in. Once you get the shoulder hooping down, then you'll want to learn how to take your arms in and out. You can even shoulder hoop at an angle. It actually, I find, I don't know if it's just because I have good technique, but it feels a little bit easier on this plane. Let's see. So you're going to give it the good push, but you're going to be in this position, and you're going to push down more than the shimmy. It's going to be a down push. So if you want to get familiar with how the hula hoop is supposed to feel, okay, so this arm, left arm out of the way. This will take some time. Once the hoop is open here, I'm going to stick the left hand in. Like I said, this way will kind of give you like the rhythm where you can feel where the hula hoop is supposed to touch you. And instead of the shimmy, you can be still doing a slight shimmy, but you'll be pushing down. Whenever the hoop hits your chest, down, down, down. So that can help you learn how to shoulder hoop a little bit better. And then the legs are easier because they're round, like your waist. So you want to keep it above your knee if possible. It helps it from slipping down. You can push with one leg, both. All right. I hope this helps you guys learn in the process. So once you get, like I said, shoulder hooping down, the next step will be the arm movement in and out. There's no limit to what you can really do with your hands. Even going in and out, if you want to give yourself a push, boom. Help with the momentum. Boom, push, boom. Okay. Then one of the coolest on-body, I would say it's an on-body trick, is the vortex, which I'll show you real quick. This one does take a lot of time. You're gonna enter it from waist hooping. You see my hand's gonna grab the hula hoop? Okay. So we grab here. You're really just gonna try to get that one finger. so you can have some freedom of motion on the way up. You can use the whole hand, but I find the one finger method is easier. So you're going to grab an arm straight up. Let me show you from the front. Grab, arm up. Once you're here, you're going to bring your left hand, grab the hoop, bring it down, back to where you started. Okay? Grab. So your hands are going to be in opposite positions. And this one's going to ride back up. So this one's very difficult. It looks really cool. So it is like so you're gonna grab, and then the hoop will, because your hand is on the hoop, will naturally force you to go here and then up. Grab, here, up. Grab, here, up. Then we're gonna grab with this hand, turn with the hoop, bring it back down here, grab with the palm up, palm down in this hand, up. Momentum is going to be your friend on this trick. And then this hand, you do the same. It's kind of like a arm movement down, arm movement up, arm movement down, arm movement up, arm movement down, arm movement up, arm movement down, arm movement up. The bigger the hoop, the better for this trick as well. All right. Anybody have any questions or any ideas for a future video? Just let me know. I love getting your guys' input. It really helps me out on my creative process. All right, so let's do a little stretch to cool down. Remember, connection with your hoop is key. Body, hoop connection. Just roll your neck. Roll your shoulders. Let me show you the shimmy move without the hula hoop around my shoulder. So it's going to be something like a push here. And as you're pushing here, the shoulder's kind of coming back and down. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. Uh-oh, I gotta go kill that spider.